Take up your phone. Yeah, no. You have even messed up my appetite and my mood. I was excited. So yeah, good evening. First of all, I want to start by expressing my gratitude for the overwhelming, support that you gave me during the. Okay, good. Oh, nyakukushaidi natukatika. Kafumapo. Yeah. So basically, I was saying thank you very much. First of all, I want to say thank you for the overwhelming support that you gave me through your condolences, and some of you did even send me, some monies here and there. I want to acknowledge. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Though I'm usually very, very careful when people hear money, people start to, start saying, other people will even be thinking, no, you are given a lot of money and whatever, no? And I am acknowledging that. Thank you for the messages that you gave me, a message of condolences. And of course, I appreciate, some of you that sent me, a bit of money here and there. In total, this time around, because I know when you say, people gave you money, people started speculating. I decided to actually give out the total of what I received, because there is a lot of whatever. So during my funeral, I received 6,700. I received 6,700. And of that 6,700, one person gave me a 5,000. One person gave me a 5,000. So the 1,700 came from other people. This is, 100 kwacha there, a 200 kwacha, a 300 kwacha, and it came out to 1,700. So basically if I could put it this way, that from my followers on social media, I got 1,700. 1,700. 5,000 came from one individual. And I'm sure some of you can even guess who that person is. I will not mention the name, but I want us to be very clear, because mulankusho mutwe, you like inflating, you like to say these big things about me, So I decided to mention the figure. I got 6,700. 6,700. Of that 6,000, 5,000 came from one person. For tonight, I'm not going to mention that person, but is a familiar friend that a number of you know. He's a familiar friend. He sent me a 5,000 kwacha. through a mobile money, I am very grateful. I'm also grateful to those other social media followers that contributed to my funeral. I want to tell you that funerals have really been coming my way quite a lot these days. It's like for some time now, I'm losing some people that are close to me. And I'm sure those of you who have been following me can attest to that. But this one really touched me. This one really went at my core such that it kind of broke me up. Why it broke me? Because, you see, this is the man that has been, I say it is my stepdad, but this is my stepdad who has been living with my mother for many years. For many years. I insist calling him my stepfather because I know that people try to create stories where there are no stories. They take, ambiguities and, build castles out of nothing. Tomorrow somebody will come up and say, no. Tayali is whatever. Whatever. By the way, just to say, this stepdad of mine came from Congo. He came from Congo. He's Congolese. So I am avoiding, when I'll be standing, someone will come and say, no, Tayali is from Congo. That's why I've been insisting. I want to disclose this to you. That's why I've been insisting, my stepdad, because tomorrow someone will come up and say, no, Tayali is from Congo. Nshiri wako Congo. My father is from Chinsali, kwa Mubanga, kwa Kasanta. That is where I come from. Pamuliransolo, that is my village. So, the man that died is my stepfather. However, he is somebody that was very close to me. He has lived with my mother for a long time. And he has looked after my mother for a long time. My mother is usually not very well. Time and again, he gets sick and so on and so forth. And this man has been there to look after her. I actually thought that my mother would go earlier than my dad in this case. Unfortunately, he died. So it was quite sad anyway. Now I'm grappling with how do I look after my mother. And my mother is also devastated. It has happened at a very wrong time. Anyway, I'm grateful that a number of people sympathize with me. A number of people were with me during this trying moment. I'm very grateful to UTH. Yes, I expressed some misgivings here and there when he was just admitted. And of course, there are certain things that I pointed out as weaknesses that should be looked into. I still maintain that UTH, more needs to be done. I know there is a new director at UTH. I am praying that the new management that is at UTH will go down. Starting from the ER to see how they can change things, to see how they can change even the face of UTH. There is a lot that needs to be done at UTH. I know monies might not be enough, but surely we can do better at UTH. We can do better. Especially in terms of cleanliness, we can do better. Cleanliness is very poor. Beddings, very poor. There are no beddings there. You have to take beddings. Come on. We can do better at UTH. I've wondered to say, is it the same government? Levy and UTH, are they, being supported by the same government? It looks like UTH is a hospital in the rural area, not like the main hospital. I'm sure you can do much better. Staff also, I can tell you that not everyone, but there are some people really that that need. I don't know if it's a refresher course, or I don't know if it is some kind of supervision. You can see that there is a break in the supervision. There is a break somewhere. Somehow the system is not working in terms of leadership. You know, when the leadership is not very good on top there, you can actually see it trickling it down to the person that is sweeping. You will see it. If the management on top there is really performing, you will see that it will go down to even the guard that is standing on the door, to even the windows, how they look, to even the curtains, how they look when management is serious. From my point of view, UTH, that one is more of an issue of management than anything else. And my example, I don't know the people at UTH, and I'm not just speaking bad against them. No, I don't know them. And I'm not bitter. You know, don't think that, no, this has happened because the father died, so he's speaking from emotions. No. I lost my grandmother, who I loved very much, at Levi Mwanawasa. I came out with praises for you for Levi Mwanawasa. I lost my brother at Levi Mwanawasa. I came out with praises at Levi Mwanawasa. At UTH, I am grateful for a number of people that helped my father. My father was helped. I must say, my father was helped. I am very grateful. My father was helped. I'm very grateful. However, though my father was helped, I still cry for the general public. I still cry for the general public. Yes, my father was helped. Thank you very much. I appreciate. But I still cry for the general public. There are a lot of complaints at UTH. The stories that are coming out of UTH, they are not good. You know, I was interacting with a number of people. My mother was sleeping there with people, and the stories are just not very good. Yes, people can never, you cannot please everyone. You cannot please everyone, but there is some relativity to which we can accept to say, okay, you know, it is just the pressure. Even at Levy, there are people that complain, that's for sure. But when you look at the way UTH is, UTH has more complaints than what is happening at Levy. And I'm sorry I'm mentioning Levy because these are the two hospitals that I've accessed, and therefore I'm able to compare. UTH, I'm telling you, you need to do better. Even just the ER there, when you just enter the frontage, just the frontage. The moment you arrive at UTH, Palapa reception, even your spirit will go down to say, am I going to survive in there? Will I come out of that hospital? Just the ER, the frontage there, just something else. You enter inside, look at the floor, especially Palapa ER, admission ward. And then you go to the other side, the corridors. Hey, the corridors, the curtains, the beds. And it's not that, I mean, these beds are okay. They just need to be cleaned. They just need to be cleaned. How do other hospitals manage? UTH is a big hospital. Yes, UTH has got so much pressure, I understand. But how do other big hospitals manage? How do they manage to keep their floors clean? You see stains of blood as you are walking around UTH. Stains of blood. Come on, we can do better. We can do better. I'm sorry. We can do better. I am grateful for my father. He was helped. But generally, so I know people are excited, you know, they want to talk politics. They are not even interested in this. I'm sure some of you are even saying, when are you going to stop? When are you going to start talking about Edgar Lungu? When are you going to start talking about Mao Sampa? But you know, I want to say this. Much as these stories are very exciting, we must make sure that, you know, we concentrate on the real substances, the real issues. We need to be discussing real issues. Zambia, we waste too much time discussing petty things. And we celebrate people who are not doing, they're not doing much, but we celebrate them. These are people that we find you are excited to be discussing. I mean, I'm sorry to tell you that, look, what are we discussing about Mao Sampa? What are we discussing about Mao Sampa? What are we discussing on Mao Sampa, rather? What are we discussing on Mao Sampa? Mao Sampa has become a hero in this country. He is a hero. He's being discussed. He's being discussed more than the president himself. Today, Mao Sampa is being discussed more than Hakainde Hichilema. And some people in government, they think that is normal. They think that is okay. To be discussing Mao Sampa, to pay so much attention to Mao Sampa, forgetting that there is a Republican president. You are forgetting. You lose it very easily. Very easily. A lot of you who are watching me right now, you don't even know where Hakainde Hichilema is. You don't know where Hakainde Hichilema is. You don't even know what the president was doing today. You don't know. And not only today. I can ask you, what about yesterday? What about on Sunday? What about on Saturday? Nothing. Any government project that you know about, any government activity that you know about, you will not tell me anything. But you know about Mao Sampa, and you want us to talk about Mao Sampa. He is my friend. And I understand what he's doing. I understand what he's doing. But frankly speaking, there is nothing there to talk about. There is nothing to talk about Pali Mao Sampa. There is nothing. There is nothing to waste our resources on Mao Sampa. There is nothing. Because whatever is happening around Mao Sampa will not go far. This is the truth. This is just the truth. Whatever is happening on Mao Sampa will not go far. It cannot go far. Why can't it go far? Why can't it go far? It can't go far because it is illegal. It is illegal what Mao Sampa did, unless wawashani, and I'm speaking objectively. And if anything, at this point in time, I can assure you, at this point in time, I should be speaking for UPND. At this point in time, trust me, if I'm a real Mushanina Wari, if I'm a real Mushanina Wari who wants to impress people, I should be talking, I should be speaking for UPND. But then, I don't lie. I don't lie. Awa Eric Piri, at you are very down. It's you who is down. If you can't see that what Mao Sampa is doing is illegal, it's you who is down. You are down. You are very down, Eric. You are very down. If you can't see that what Mao Sampa is doing is illegal, then you are down. You are confused. And this is a problem with you. You want me to come here and tell you what you want to hear. It's not only UPND, it's also about PF. I'm sure Pandela and Defi, but PF, you are excited. Lero tayari mutuntulu. Lero tayari whatever. But you know what? I don't care. Me, I will tell you the truth. I don't care. Me, I'm a patriot. I love this country. I love this country. I don't serve anyone's interest. I don't serve anyone's interest. If you agree with me, you agree with me. You don't agree with me, you don't agree with me. That is me. And you will not twist me or buy me into saying something that doesn't make sense or something that is not true. I will not do that. What Mao Sampa is doing is illegal. That is number one. No doubt about it. It's illegal. It is very illegal. And I want to warn by UPND. By UPND, Mungu mfukishi. By UPND, don't waste your time on things that will not go anywhere. Don't waste your time on things that will not go anywhere. I know you are playing politics. But as you are playing politics by UPND, Mungu mfukishi, I've been talking to PF. I've been warning PF, but PF didn't listen. Balungu tawa mfuire. I'm going to talk about Balungu. I'm going to talk about Balungu Nabe. I'll talk about it. What if Balungu had heard me? We wouldn't be where we are today. If Balungu had heard me, we wouldn't be where we are today. But UPND, na imwende fokumieva. But PF, when they were in power, I used to talk. I used to tell them, but PF. I used to tell the PF, if you mule chita, if you have ukada, if you have corruption, if you have arrogancy. When I talked, they used to arrest me. They used to arrest me. But it came, the chicks came to root during the time of elections in 2021. They lost an election. They lost an election. Who won? I told them, if you mukalu sama elections, they arrested me. When they arrested me, when I came out, I went for them. I went for them, I spoke against them, and I made sure they lost. Because I wanted to show them that what they were doing, I was right. What they were doing was wrong, and I was right. It's the same thing with you by UPND. By UPND, at this point in time, I will not even pretend I am more on your side than on the PF. I'm more on your side than the PF. But I will not lie to you that Ishimingala Tomuleteshi, it will yield good results for you. No. No, it will not. It will not. It will not. And why will it not yield good results? Why it will not yield good results is because Zambians, Zambians by nature, they are peaceful people. Zambians by nature, they are peaceful people. Number two, Zambians by nature, they are democratic. By nature. We don't need America to come and teach us about democracy. No, we don't need. Zambians inside them, they are democratic. And I can point to many things. You know, I can point to many things. We have many associations. In terms of leadership, you know, we have a trade union. There is no problems there because Zambians by nature, they are democratic. Go, even Nakuma Neses in there and Nakuma Neses, Nako Kwadiwama Association, if things just happen. Go, look at every institution. Zambians are democratic. And Zambians submit to the leadership. Submit to leadership. So, I want you to know by UPND, that don't make a mistake to think that parading the police all over, like what has been happening, those pictures that we are seeing, but police all over, that Zambians will not be happy. I'm speaking from a general point of view, and this is the same thing that made PF to go. But PF went because of this kind of attitude, because of parading Wakapokola. Avena kampiongo vaile mkushta, filef nyotoka mulevu mfia. Bashte fima myotoka, fima riot, whatever. And the Zambian said, no, we don't need these kind of vehicles. We don't need these scenes. Those scenes of Wakapokola, shan, those scenes are not good for Zambians. So, you can be pushing an agenda, political. This is politics, of course. It is politics. But you must know that you need the goodwill of the people. This is an honest, objective point of view I'm giving you. Much as whatever you are doing, we can do politics. And even me, I do politics. And in the next 1 week, I'll be giving you politics. I will be giving you politics. Fiala Kosa. Balungu, I'm not going to give him peace. I'm going to do the politics. But as you do the politics, make sure that you don't lose the goodwill of the Zambians. What you are doing, you are losing the goodwill of the Zambian people. So whatever you are doing, make sure that you carry along the goodwill of the Zambian people. Na papa tava UPND. Ine. Tonight as I speak, I am more inclined to you than to the PF. And I know you only those who are naive would even think that, you know, because some people will even say, no, PF now, no, far from it. I want to save my country. I'm a patriot. As far as I'm concerned, I would rather HH comes back in 2026, which I think is going to happen. But for this to happen, we must make sure that we don't make these kind of mistakes. I'll talk about Edgar Lungu's comeback. I'll talk about that. For tonight, I just want to emphasize on this one. Tomorrow, I will talk about other issues. I'll talk about Edgar Lungu. For tonight, I don't want to talk too much and divert here and there. I just want to emphasize on this point that number one, Zambians are peaceful people. Therefore, seeing Wakapokola, people fighting, Zambians don't like it. They may not be fighting in it themselves, but seeing, you know, fights, conflicts, they don't like it. A good example is when you yourself, by UPND Moyako opposition, the very things that PF was doing to you, Zambians said, no, this is too much. The things that the PF were doing to HH, the things that PF was doing to the UPND members, Zambians said, no, this is not what we want. Kampiongo thought he was being a champion to go and buy Ifmana Nikane, Ifma Riot gear, those things that he bought. Zambians said no. Zambians frown upon conflicts. Zambians are not conflictors people. They are not conflictors people. When they see conflicts, they just don't like it. And I'm sure you will also, you attest where we are coming from. So what you are doing, this conflict, you may think that, no, it's okay, you are enjoying it. Mao Sampai is fighting with PF. You are giving PF more support, sympathy. People are sympathizing with PF. People are not sympathizing with you. It's only those, your members, those die hard, the praise singers, those are the ones who are cheering Maos. But the Zambians, the real Zambians, they are not happy with that. They are not happy with that. And that is how we are going to lose the goodwill. If you lose the goodwill of the middle class, you are gone. You are gone. Don't think that, no, there is no one who can come in. Don't think that there is no one who can come in. In politics, one day is long enough. One day can just turn things around. So don't be overconfident to think that, you know, you can work with Maos and Maos can take you Maos. No. Don't think that you can work with Maos and Maos can take you Maos. No. And for goodness sake, Maos Sampai is not a political heavyweight. You know it. Even you know it. Mao Sampa is not a political heavyweight. Mao Sampa, take away to my little money here and there, whatever. Even me, Mao Sampa, he can't challenge me. Even me, he can't challenge me, Mao Sampa. Given the resources that Mao has, I can do far much better. Give me the money that you are giving to Mao Sampa. Give me the money that you are giving to Mao Sampa. I can do a far much better, a far more clinical job. Not this mess. This mess that you are doing, it's a mess. It is everywhere. It is a mess. People don't even know. Where are we? What's going on? They don't know. It's a mess. Give me the kind of money that you are giving to Mao Sampa. I can do a more clean job. What you are doing, that is a mess. You are causing a mess. It is smelling everywhere. It is smelling everywhere. And the people don't know what's going on. They don't know what's going on. So it's a mess, that one. I've seen government institutions trying to entertain this. I'm telling you, you are messing yourself. You are lowering government institutions to accept that nonsense. You are lowering government institutions to accept that nonsense, to even give it credence. I mean, come on, let's face it. How can you say Mao Sampa had a general conference with who? With who? Are you telling Zambians have become so foolish that they don't know the senior PF members? Is that what you are thinking, that Zambians, they don't know who are the senior PF members? Are you telling us that Zambians, they don't know how a general conference should be organized? You are insulting Zambians to think that they can buy this nonsense. And really, only those who don't think properly can accept that. Only those who don't think properly can accept that. You can never accept that. With due respect to Mouse, Mouse is my friend, I know him, we talk. But that was a circus. That was a circus. It was a circus. And which government is recognizing that? Muhana Mkwisa la secretariat. Why are you closing a secretariat, Yava PF? Why are you closing secretariat? At whose order? At whose order? Eh? At whose order? Why are you closing their secretariat? Let's just be honest. Let's just be objective. It is very wrong what you did. That is wrong. That is wrong. Na papat. Mbele ni koluse. Bati. Listen to me telling you the truth. Listen to the truth. Listen to the voice of reason. That is a mess. What you are doing at their secretariat is just not right. It's not right. You know it. You know. I'm sorry. You know it, that what Mao Sampa did is illegal from afar. From afar. How can you say Mao Sampa at the general conference? With who? With who? Eh? With who? With who? Who did Mao Sampa have a general conference with? Because the PF, electoral college, they have electoral college. Where was the electoral college? Where was the electoral college? Eh? They have people that are supposed to vote in a general conference. Where were they? From there, you can ask yourselves, how many candidates do we have our PF, our president? How many are they? How many are they? To Arive Shiva, including my Brani Munduvile, number one, my best candidate, Brani Munduvile, Emmanuel Mwamba, Mtoto Kafuaya, Baka Mbwidi, Ba GBM, Greyford Monde, Mao's Wine. These are the candidates for PF presidents. If Mao's wanted to defeat the PF whatever maneuvers, the Edgar Lungu Alewelerapo agenda, at least he would have made sure that he brought in these other candidates. You can't declare yourself a president, eh? You declare yourself a president and you even organize an election. Some of these people, I don't know who they think they are. You organize imagine what a Mouse did. Mouse want to be president. And what does he do? He hires people. He hires people and conducts an election with those people alone. Without the other candidate. Does it make sense? Does it make sense? Who? Which person, which government institution would accept that kind of thing? At least if he wanted to beat the Alewelerapo agenda, if he wanted to beat Avena Given Luvinda, the least that Maos would have done is to call those other candidates. If he wanted, he would have even put Ngadi Wikapofefma box Ngadi with above my box, okay. Mundubire, Kafuaya, at least he should have done that. Then you go and put your driver, you go and put your Kawoi Munganda, and you say, these are presidential candidates. And you declare yourself winner, 2,000 Chakuti votes. And yet the people that were there, the electoral college that you are talking about, I mean, they are not even more than 200. Mao's had 200 people in that conference of his. But he won by 2,000 Chakuti votes. How does that, I mean, honestly, sometimes let's be serious. Come on. You may not like Edgar Lungu, you may not like PF, but let's be serious. Come on. Let's be serious. Let's be serious. Come on. I know I'll come to the issue of how bad PF were. Yes, I do agree, PF, they were very bad. It's here where I told you that what Mao Sampa has done is what they did to. They did the same thing to MMD, to Banevasmum, but they did that. I recognize I am not absorbing the evilness or the wrong things that PF did. But by the fact that PF did that nonsense, should we accept it now? Yes, they were wrong. Yes, they deserve to be treated badly. Okay, fine. Let's accept that what you are doing is illegal. That is my point. But PF, they did wrong things. I accept. But PF, you know, maybe Kama should treat them whatever. I accept. But don't be fools to accept, to make this legitimate. That is my point. Don't go to an extent of bringing government machinery into this. Don't go to an extent of making Zambian people fund this. Funding this, I mean, by bringing in the police. Those police officers are being paid by taxpayers' money. Other government institutions are being sponsored by government money. So let us do the politics, but let us spare our country. Let us spare the institutions of government. Let us not bring in the entire government in this. The entire government has gone in by the presence of the police, by some of these letters that we are seeing, by the entertainment that Mao's is enjoying in government institutions. Allow Mao's to do the politics, but please don't bring it into government institutions. Maintain government institutions with its decorum, following the constitution. What is illegal is illegal. Let it be done outside the government institutions. Don't bring into government institutions. Let us do politics. Let us fix the PF. But let us not bring in government institutions. Let us not bring in Baka Pokola to be defending things that really are not are unlawful. No. Zambia is not a banana republic. Zambia has a constitution. Let us follow the constitution. Let us follow the constitution. That is my point. So Mao Sampa, that conference, he had 200 people. 200 people. He won by 2,000 Chakuti votes. And he appoints a secretary general. He appoints whoever. He appoints whoever. He appoints whoever. Himself, which powers? Where is Mao Sampa drawing the powers to hold a press conference? Where is Mao Sampa drawing the powers to call for a press conference? What about those people who were there? Are they part of the PF Electoral College? Are they part of? Let's get that list. Let's go through the list. Who are those people? Are they part of the Electoral College? Oh, these are people that Mao Sampa went and got from Mafamu. He hired people from the farms and he brought them. And you say it is a general conference. You are even start calling him. No, Mao's a president of whatever. President of what? No, it's wrong, guys. It's wrong. It's wrong. PF did bad things. And I'm not in support of PF. But I will not support something that is wrong. Blatantly wrong. I will not support that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let us just be real. What Mao Sampa did is illegal and it should not be entertained. It should not be entertained. Now, let me just touch a little bit on the legal implications. I think I'll touch that one I'll touch that one tomorrow. I will explain to you the legal implications. But for tonight, I want to end by this. That as far as I'm concerned, what Mao Sampa did is illegal. What Mao Sampa is doing doesn't deserve any attention from a government. And by UPND, I know you're not the one that orchestrated this. I know you're not the one that orchestrated this. Mao Sampa did this. But you are giving him the support because you want to take advantage of this. But don't forget that Zambians are not fools. Zambians are able to see that this is wrong. And if you continue on that trajectory, you will lose a number of people along the way. You don't want to lose people. You don't want to lose the goodwill. You need that goodwill. Politics is about goodwill. You need that goodwill. Don't be overconfident to say, no, there is no powerful contender. Don't be confused. Don't be confused. In politics, in a day, people can turn around, can rise up and put one person as a president. In a day, one person, people can decide to say, we want this one to be president. One day, when people are pushed too far, when you take things for granted, Hakainde Hichilema won by that 1 million. It is because people felt this is too much. We are being taken for granted. By UPND, please, let us maintain the goodwill. Let us do the right thing. Pull back your government institutions that are all over trying to legitimize what Edgar Lungu, what Mao Sampa did. What Mao Sampa did can never be made right because it is wrong. It can never be made right. I will talk about the legal issues tomorrow, and I will also talk about what do I think of Edgar Lungu. Edgar Lungu has now come back. What do I think? Is Edgar Lungu a president? No, I think let me go on that one because that is actually the title. What about Edgar Lungu? Let me touch on Edgar Lungu. So I'm saying Mao Sampa, what he did, that is Mickey Mouse. So who is the president of PF now? Who is the president of PF? What Mao Sampa did does not deserve any attention, does not deserve any ounce of respect. It doesn't. Any ounce of resignation. It doesn't. So who is the president of PF? The president of PF is Edgar Chagwa Lungu. And I've been saying this, I've been saying this from a long time. And if Valungu had heard me, if Valungu, he can hate me. Valungu doesn't like me, I know. Yeah, I know he doesn't like me. But if you go back to what I've been saying, I've said it here, I've said it kuli Valungu avene, I've said it to members of whatever, to senior members of PF. The president of PF, Niva Lungu. Niva Lungu, the president of PF, Niva Lungu at the moment. And this is not to say I'm supporting Alebwere Rapo. This is not to say I'm supporting Alebwere Rapo. No. I've moved on Alebwere Rapo. It can't happen. Alebwere Rapo can't happen. But in as much as Alebwere Rapo can't happen, we must recognize what it is for what it is. Who is the president of PF today? The legitimate president of PF as we have it, the proper PF, is Edgar Chagwa Lungu. Not for Mao's. Mao's why he go? Mao's Ale Angala. Mao's, he should have just formed his own political party and whatever. Mao's, that one is not even PF. It's not even PF. The real PF, Yakwa Edgar Lungu, and Edgar Lungu is still the president. He's still the president. Why do I say he's still the president? And mind you, I know mwala ba confused. Tuma testo ala isoto. Because ni kwata na litigation. I've got an action. I want to sue Lungu. I'm still maintaining. Ni chifia ba utunda lama na tushu pako. But I still want to sue Antoine Kan. The state only Lungu's benefit. Because me, I still maintain that Lungu never resigned. I still maintain. I still maintained. Never resigned. I know some people are confused. Lungu is still the president of PF. He's still the president. He has never resigned. And the money that he was being paid was illegal. And on that one, I'm taking him to court. I'm taking Lungu to court because the money that was being paid is illegal. Is illegal. I know Antoine Kane, Isaac Mwanza has taken that action. I'm still talking with the lawyers, but I am insisting that Edgar Lungu has never resigned. Even when he was giving a press, he was announcing, he was being careful. Eh? You remember Edgar Lungu is a lawyer. He said, I've come back. He has come back from where? He has come back from where? He has come back from where? Lungu has never retired. And he was being careful because he knows when he says, I've not retired, I've never retired, then he will be held responsible to say, what about the money that you are getting? What about the money that you are getting? So that's how Lungu was being very clever to say, I'm coming back. Lungu has never retired. Lungu is still the president of PF. Mao Sampa, forget about Mao Sampa. Why do I say that? I say this, look, I've never PF, they have even been saying this. Lungu tendered the resignation. He tendered the resignation to cabinet. But he attached a letter. He attached a letter which he sent to his party. He sent a letter to his party to say, I want to retire, but I will hold on to power until the next president is sworn in. Then I can give powers. I can hand over. There is a letter, Mukafwa letter. You look for that letter, which he wrote to the party. In that letter, there was a condition. And the condition that he put there, because he knew he never wanted to resign. Lungu never wanted to resign. Don't be cheated. He never wanted to resign. So, yes, I'm resigning, but I'm still holding on to power until they hand over power. Now, the question that I have for all of you, when did Edgar Lungu hand over power? And to who? To who? This is a fact. When did Lungu hand over power? And if he handed over power, he handed over power to who? Because Given Lubinda is a vice president. Given Lubinda has just been acting. Lungu has never handed power. He has never handed power. And the money that he was getting was illegal. The money that was being paid to Lungu was illegal. So Lungu has never resigned. Lungu has been the president of PF. He has been the president of PF. So that is the point. I don't know if that is very clear to you, because the simple reason is that, yes, he handed over a letter, but that letter to cabinet, there was an attachment where there was a condition. Yes, I'm resigning, but I'm holding on to power until I hand over to a next person. And the cabinet should have not started giving money. They shouldn't have been doing it. But they started giving him, and yet there is a condition. There is a condition. It is as good as, for example, if I can put it in another way that maybe can help to explain. If I've got my wife here, we are married, and then I go on separation with my wife, I go on with my separation with my wife. And then as I'm on separation, I meet another woman. Yeah? I meet another woman. For example, just for argument's sake, I meet Solochi. I'm talking about Solochi because, you know, I meet Solochi. And I say, Solochi, I'm on separation, but, let's have a relationship. Can Solochi claim to be my wife? Can Solochi claim to be my wife? I'm on separation with my wife. And I tell Solochi to say, no, I'll marry you, Solochi, when we divorce with my wife. The moment I divorce with my wife, then I'll marry you. Can Solochi claim to be my wife? Can she go around and start telling people to say, I'm Mrs. Diane? Can she go, to NAPSA or whatever government institutions and carry herself as the wife? She cannot. She cannot, because I'm just on separation with my wife until I get divorced. Until I get divorced. So when I just say, no, I'm on separation with my wife and I will marry you after I divorce. After I divorce. That person, that girlfriend can never claim to be my wife. She can't. She can't. So this is the situation here. Lungu was on separation with PF, pending a divorce. But he never took PF to a convention so that he can hand over power. In other words, like a man who is married, he never took the wife to court. Mulipa separation. Oh no, I will marry you when we divorce. But you don't take your wife to court. You don't take your wife to court so that they can grant you a divorce. But Lungu never took his wife to court. But Lungu never took PF to a convention so that he can be given that discharge. He never did. Because he was still in love with the wife. He knew that at some point he would come back. He knew that at some point you want to be with the wife. So he never gave the divorce to the wife. He never gave a divorce to PF. He was still holding on because he knew that at some point you will go back. And that is where I was complaining to say Lungu bale ichaira fie. He still wants to kalebwerera. And this is the situation here. So those of you are saying, no, Lungu resigned. He resigned where? He resigned where? No, he gave a letter. Yes. He gave a letter. But did he take PF to a convention? Like a man who is married, did he take the wife to court to go and divorce? He never did. People kept on saying, take us to court, take us to a convention. They kept on postponing convention, Up to now, they have been postponing it. Why? Because Lungu loves PF. Lungu wants to hold on to PF. He has never resigned. Never. He is still the PF president. And some of you can say whatever it is. You can argue with me. At the end of the day, it will happen. I will come and tell you to say, I told you. Because Nafia Kumakot, it will come to that. At the end of the day, it will come to that. It will come to that. The letter is there with a condition. I will hand over power to the next person. But he has never handed over power. As far as Maos is concerned, Mao Sampa did whatever he did outside PF. What he did was outside PF. It is not part of PF. It is not part of PF because there was no electoral college. There were no other candidates that wanted to be PF presidents. He chose his own people to stand with. And so you cannot say that was a PF activity. That was just not a PF activity. It was a Mao Sampa activity. The state is supporting it. You are degrading you are discrediting the government institutions by recognizing something that was not PF. It is not about PF, it's not about whatever, it's about giving you the truth. Tomorrow I'll come back on this very issue to articulate more, especially on the legal side of it. For now, I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there for now. Let me switch on my phone so that if you have questions on what I've spoken about, you can ask. You can ask. I'm just being objective here. Being objective, being truthful. That's all. So, they can use a phone so that if you want to ask me something, you can ask. I know we want to, UPND wants to beat PF. But there are better ways of doing things. Not this mess. Not this mess. There are better ways of beating PF. There are better ways of beating Edgar Chagwa Lungu. Not this mess. This is a mess, Mdala. It's a bad job. It's a bad job. It's a bad job. Anyway, let me not... the example I wanted to give is not good. It's a bad job. If you forgot to into bad kind. They do a bad job of it. This is exactly what has happened here. Mlechitama clean job. Clean job. Not imwacha. In bad job imwacha. This is a bad job. So the number that you'll be calling on WhatsApp, please, I insist. The number that you'll be calling on WhatsApp is 0763 302207. 0763 302207. That is the number that you are calling on WhatsApp only. Please just call me on WhatsApp. Don't call me direct. The number that you are calling is 0763 302207. I'm saying not this number. Anyway, let me so 0763 302207. The WhatsApp is just loading. Zero 0763 302207. The WhatsApp is loading, kind of. It's loading, so okay, now we are on. Yeah. Oops. Hello? Hello? Please just call me on WhatsApp, not direct. Is this WhatsApp? No. Hello? Yeah, the phone was off, so... Hello?
Hey, Mr. Daddy.
Yes. Good morning. Good evening.
Yes, I wanted also to comment on the issue. I think what you have said is the truth. For every normal Zambian would see that Samba is getting support from the ruling party, which is the government. They have entertained him in all the government institutions, which is why we can see today that the democratic space is shrinking in the country. How can you interpret that the registrar of society, who has the constitution of Patriotic Front, and who knows how the convention of the Patriotic Front must proceed, can go ahead and accept the new names or the office bearers as put by the purported new leaders? And also, as if that is not enough, Parliament also goes ahead and recognizes that faction, removes Honorable Munduvide from being the opposition leader of the House and replaces him with the so-called Stavinga. So we are wondering why government has entertained such kind of vices, when in fact these are the things that we rejected in 2021. I, for one, when I was voting, I did want this government to come and retain bad deeds that the PF did. I expected them to show new leadership, which was going to be based on, equity and, following the rule of law as per our constitution. So for me as a youth, I'm very disappointed with the move that the government has taken, and we shall continue to preach to the whole country as youths that we are not happy with what is going on. PF had members that had, filed in nominations for wanting to become president of the party, but we saw that Honorable Mao Samba was alone in that convention. So the government must explain all those things. Why did they give so much security to Mao Samba? Why are they blocking the other people from accessing the secretariat who they fully understand that they are PF members? So we seek to know as a country. Thank you, I submit.
Thank you. Hello? By the way, before I go, just hold on, sir. Just hold on a bit. This caller said they have removed, Parliament has removed Brian Mundubile as leader of opposition. I want to correct that. I don't know how we read issues or how we comprehend issues. The Parliament has not removed Brian Mundubile as leader of opposition. They haven't. They haven't recognized the other person as leader of opposition. They haven't. They have said they will state their position later. They have just acknowledged that we have received a letter from the Secretary General of a purported PF. Now, for Parliament cannot say which one is which is which. No. According to them, there is a letter that has come from Patriotic Front, and the person that has signed there is saying is a Secretary General. That's what they have said. They have just acknowledged that we have received this letter, and it is purporting to come from the Secretary General of PF. That is what they have said. They have just stated facts as they are. But they have not said, we are going to remove you as leader of opposition. No, they are saying we will give our position. And I'm sure that position, they will now analyze who is the real Secretary General of PF. They will look at that. So please, let us not mislead the public, or let us not criticize Parliament and accuse them of something that they have not done. Parliament has not given a position. They have simply accepted to say, we have received a letter purporting to be coming from a PF Secretary General. And according to the laws, it's that, according to the procedure, it is the Secretary General who recognizes which one to be a leader of opposition. That's what they have said. But they have not said, we have removed you. Parliament has not given a position. Please, Napapata, let us not, cast aspersion on Parliament, especially Madam Nelly Moot, the Speaker. I mean, let us not call her names or call Parliament, demean Parliament. They have not given a position. When they give a position, then you can talk. For now, they have not given a position. Please, Napapata. Hello? Hello? Parliament has not given the position. Hello?
Mr. Tayari, how are you?
Fine, thank you, sir.
Okay, just wanted to comment on your live that I've noticed here. Yeah. For me, I will not really rely on these lies that are being spread. Just like you have corrected the other caller who stated that Parliament has recognized the other is it the Chavinga, the Mausampa written later. Of course, you keep on correcting, which is good. But the other thing we shouldn't forget is this. PF went into sleeping exactly after 2021. They went into sleeping. Yes. In the sense that they didn't want, just like you have said, Edgar Lungu wanted to hold on to power whilst benefiting from the government.
Yes.
Which benefits that he was benefiting. Let's not run away from the fact that all problems that are all of the problems that PF is facing right now is because of Edgar Lungu.
Yes.
Let's not even run out.
Absolutely.
If I thought they had gone to the convention earlier, even if he wanted to stand, he would have made it straight up to say, guys, no one is going to stand. I'm the one who's going to. But for him, he wanted to do a way He's benefiting, but meanwhile, This problem that has come today, it is not because even of UPND. No, it's not even because of any person. No. The problem that even the PF cadres are not understanding is that the problem, who are the three problem with the co-founder of this problem. Now, Mao Sampa was not a factor. Even the times Mao Sampa was suspended, he went to court all those times, but PF Ungabari Sarapuka talking. Apanumba, what do we do? Let's go to the convention. Picture. But Mao Sampa today, the government is backing him, whatever. But the problem, because you can't start telling the storm that you are the problem. You're forgetting the wind. No, the one that makes the storm is the wind. So the core problem, even for democracy, we needed the bigger opposition, like the same guys, the PF, to be, pushing an agenda for UPND to be waking up. You saw what used to happen between.
Yes, my brother. Thank you. Let me accommodate other people. He's very right, but I'm coming tomorrow. I'll be talking about where did this problem come from. Where is this problem come from? Tonight, I just wanted to state this, that what Mao Sampa did is illegal, and President Edgar Lungu is still the president of PF. But this problem, where did it come from? How did we get here? I will talk about that in the subsequent addresses. For now, I just want to recognize that it is illegal, because other people are feeling that no, it is no. Yes, hello? Hello?
Good evening, Madai.
Good evening.
Well, good evening, Mr. President.
Good evening.
Correct yo umunesu wachisamba ili ashiria ku parliament bandu kutalete ili ashirimbi pa page yemo hapa and ili ashiria bamdala kwena ibo tuwachitekiremo nga ba statesman we got disappointed, but no, Pandu. We really hoped that we really had hope in him. If you take wisdom and all that. Now, Pariba UPND, I want to support you. If by UPND concentrate pali liliashi, no kwamba kwa tikute yange yeshana mingala tu and whatever, I think as a common man like me, then I can lose interest in UPND. Because this issue, then you are trying to naimamwisa kwati mubike kwefinga bole sha kwesa of which is not na development ile chikakale ko ile milolera pakuba timuntu wali kuna ma developments yambi ba UPND bali sambira and I always appreciate them bali sambira. Let them not even consider pali ile ashi muri amapeti and muri kwangala na fi so to stand very concentrate. Bakubira famano pale pama developmental issues are estika. Ili ashidia bunga so far. But then mwana something kali kumanika kwa bicycle shani. So if the government can just please concentrate pale ashidia wofie. Ili wofie and doing everything. If by UPND, this is the right time we have background, you know, mbanga politics, not mkwamba kwa timulerusha PF, kulinga na history ya Zambia political. PF teti uwerenga fiyayari. Ero tayaka uwerewa because mwere na mkwata wuli minamaka.
Awe, inani kwata. Inani after HH. Straight.
From my point of view, Amdala, by UPND, some of us will be disappointed highly to see that Bakwata Mokoko sana mudi issue. Then it will be really disappointment.
No,
otherwise, we have hope. Somewhere we have hope, but Yamada Shire, please, Ulanda Pokuta, Vika Mana, Yamada Shaba PF, but another Bolaka, and now and lastly, Edgar Lungu, if he really loves this country as he claims, if he really loves the PF as he claims, please, that man supposed to act as early as it was in 2021. Number, what will serve his interest in our world, Kulamo Bamdala? That's why I collect up Kuchin. Yeah? Because no Bamdala Ngabale with a muffin to your watch, never for a to take a colisa. Eh? PF honestly, so they move for Kofaka Kovat, no Maka, Apacoteva, when no man ever took a bomba colisa. Honestly, but I told them I could talk about. Let's told the Ramdala by Mwambe win.
Not totally. I will talk about all that. I will even talk about that speech here about Lungu. I will talk about it tomorrow. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Tayari, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Okay. What you are saying is true. What he did, Sampa, is really okay. There was no real member of PF that convention at Sampa. Okay? And two, yes, we can blame the big what he did. He was supposed to come in open first to say, what's happening is this and this. And also, these guys for UD, they are putting too much on PF. When you put too much, people they will think to say these people they are against. Let's go to the same part PF. Why they are afraid of PF? Why they are afraid of this? So people they change of mind. Let them concentrate on the economy. Let them concentrate on fuel. Let them concentrate on meal meal. Let them concentrate on fertilizer to give people. This is rain season. People they need to start harvesting. So if these things they are not happening right now, they'll be just talking about PF. If Mr. Tayari, this time, the time when these guys they went to in government, every time they've been just talking PF. This PF they did this until this time. That's why they can't do anything. That's why we can't see any development.
Thank you, my brother. Hello.
Yes,
Yes.
it's a Wayland. You know, like Lungu, like example, you know, he knew why he wrote the letter of that he has resigned. Issue. I mean, you have seen that. So meaning to that he knew what is coming. Wow.
Nkai bwerere lyashiro lolale ni mailo nkesa nkali bwerere lyashiro na kai nali neba ile mwane mwana batigesa baira fi nkai mailo nkali bwerere lyashiro.
Secondly, you know, you knew that he has not resigned, and then he went on to start correcting benefits that in a normal circumstance he was not even supposed to be correcting.
No.
Then the other thing ya imigalato. Okay, then you know the way he was supposed to do. You know there are things if you're
Oh. Hello? I'm quiet. I'm quiet.
Therefore, we will contribute. So, therefore, number one. Hello?
I'm quiet.
Hello?
I'm quiet.
So, therefore, UPNG. UPNG government by backing a mouse sampa. Next by backing in a mouse sampa, nature not to issue Kobati, Taro Chota Zambana issue Kobati, Mama Tinta. Ivan is over mouse sampa. Not only that. Not to issue Kobati, UPNG, Tina PF, but by Edgar Lungu. Not only that. That fish will cover
but first of all, Mayo, panon of your first. Therefore, I want to make sure that we are speaking. Mwaebati Mao Sampani nisu waba mutinta.
Abakash Mao Samba, niba nisu waba mutinta.
Are you sure?
So,
but no, iyo namwishiva uliom kashwa kwa mouse nali mwishiva ini. I doubt there is a relationship. I think let's leave that one aside. Let's just talk about mouse. To become wambia waka heli. Please na papat.
Okay. I will now purchase. Okay, now purchase moment daily. But therefore, when the job by no would take a wobble. That is not their profile. That is for PF. Police right here, let them back off. Because that's not UPNG and if you have a mouse, they are not really supposed to be invoked. Picho awa tataba tisala ndokwebati na tuishibati bana nkala mauta pana ba kunyaba na batwala leto kwa tubilo watu ngamembo bala te awo be kabeshi ba mauta bale posta no to tin page which are you aware if you let mauta bale posta pa page but some of us are kufunye kama ya mauta pa page hapo so kin beka ndo kwenda kwa kwebati ba Lungu kan kokolo kuita mkulando kwa I'm back in politics. Let it not be any big issue. Big issue to go to Mzambe ya Bunga, big issue to go to Mzambe ya abantu ya Sala, muri few la be ya Lungu. So to get government if you are also muri 15 too. Uko shira kula posta amano kuli basampa, whatever. So it was just a representative. Yes, it's not government sponsoring your confusion. It's the government. Tony Minister what happened to secretary. That was nonsense. They were supposed to be even there.
Thank you, Mayole. Can you send the corner Bambi? I'm a phone call. Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Hello, good evening, Wachari.
Good evening.
Okay, thank you for this program. I'm following you very closely. This is the power from Central Province.
Okay.
Mambo ndefu ya kuipishako Wachari. What my Sampa did is illegal and is not supported by the people. Now, he seems to be on a very firm ground and is very adamant that he can compete. So what I'm trying to think, yes. Are you getting me?
Yes, I can get you.
Yes, so what I'm trying to see through my crystal ball is that there will be infighting, and then most of the MPs might resign and create a constitutional crisis. In that case, what would happen if 75% of the MPs that are not in support of some saving MPs resign? What are the implications there?
Okay, these are the issues that I want to discuss tomorrow, right? These are the issues that I will discuss tomorrow. For tonight, I just wanted to restrict myself on these two issues. Number one, that that conference was illegal. It didn't have an electoral college. It was just illegal. Then number two, I am saying that the legitimate, so far, president of PF is Edgar Chagwa. Tomorrow, I will come with those legal implications.
Okay. Then I save my contribution for tomorrow.
Please, tomorrow I will delve into those issues. Thank you. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Hello?
Yes, hello?
Yes, am I through to the right from broadcast?
Yes, you are.
Okay, let me just quickly comment on the comeback of VCL. Yes, the comeback of VCL, in some other ways, I can call it a trap on the current government. Because, the problem that I've seen with politicians, they don't learn from mistakes and the past. If you can agree with me, Batayali, that 2.8 million votes that HH got, it wasn't because he was loved by the people. Trust me. Either you agree or not, HH is the most hated politician or president here in Zambia.
How can he be the most hated and yet is the Republican president? Eh?
Yes, let me explain that to them. Don't tell me so. You agree with me as I explain.
Okay.
So do you know why the 2.80 million people voted for him? It was because of the same persecutions that was going to him. The same treatment that the PF was giving him. People started sympathizing with him.
That I agree with you.
You understand that?
Yeah.
people started sympathizing because, people are like, if what he's saying, why can't you fight politically, mushe, other than what you're doing? This guy does end up going to Timamiala, when Shomba helicopter, when to the same act that led the people to sympathize with HH, including myself.
Yes.
It was out of sympathy. I was like, no, but this man, what will happen that I lose, I'm going to endure, which means they'll do more. Let's give him the power then, because when you can come and that's why they're blocking him. You understand, eh?
Yeah. And
a lot of people went to do that, went to vote. That's why the 2.8 million votes came from. And HH would have learned from that, because now the same thing is happening now to the PF. Imagine now they're now firing per gas station. No, per filling station. How do you fire such gunshots per filling station? Blocking now, PF, doing all those the same things. Zambians, politics in Zambia go different. People will now forget what PF did in the past. People will now start to sympathize with PF. Because already, Baba clear that they have totally forgotten about the economy. They have totally forgotten about the cry of the people. They're now concentrating on where is Edgar going? Where is Munduvire going? What will Nakachinda say today?
Yeah.
Will the people go to the secretariat today? Will the cadres be at the secretariat today? Go, police and then block secretariat. Go and camp up a secretariat. That's what.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Hello?
Matari mwavomba shan.
Mkaima ombe.
Bwino che. Awe nati tuchitepo contribute na ifwe. I think for me, I know I have been following you and we agree, we disagree, but Paddy Chena, I want to salute you for standing for a topic which has brought more controversial, a topic which has allowed even respected institutions, and for you to at least come out and clear things. Yeah, so what is happening, even if the PF fire, but that is not Mingalato Bamauzamba Batere. Imingalato, Qualibokte, Mingalato, Aquatore fire. Lifari akupere penalty taufire wamba bola ukuchigo ichove wapo na tibaralisha penalty takwaba posera komura mwini
exactly
batari look, I like the way you mentioned something to say yes, politics Mingalato, but there are also people watching. They are also interested. But ama you see bashani bonse baremono but Mingalato tefyo kula bokute Mingalato akwati wefo kwingisha bola wa musunkira mwefo munobi balisha penalty shiresha so kulanda hatari fikina na pachigo nomba tauramba no kwamba where it start declare you and then next paper fiance all over you watching you start wambo kuleta mu PMG ama auditors for what? Who were the contenders? At least look, if Mao Sampa wanted to get that position, him would have lobbied for money. Adding tukayana ababe na guys abere GBM wonse tukaya then inempesho mwala mpera na rashibo mfya make sure ngapokeria position. At least that way people would say okay, now this is a genuine voice ali banyanta otinyingala toya weka fe wabuka bele lwe papa mailo ulivere na nadi bakutera yosa yeta na changes wambo kupanga we ingala toya. So you see such mingala to can bring problems and everyone will be upset to say no apapena mwaba titikisha abantu tekana ma politics kutikanya but then titikisha nepo filemo nego kwa toka pa wapo ala lomba twakuikata pa mkoshi taula tapali necho sendere bakuikata pa mkoshi yenda yamu siba mdare ero nabale mona bonza kibabe bati andana na chinga tu abati muri mama chatamwa ishwe ya kuteminga ngala tomete takwaba twalishwa wa to bati Kute yako mingalatu yako tukweka bali 10 kwa abantu 12 kwa tala umwele nomba wa mingalatu ya bali 10 bali msupport nomba tapali why isn't the driver wa blue wall wazika pachani one man declare abantu bakwalesa mushepo baisende mingalatu sio bali chibatali like this no me I this is a genuine concern, and you know a lot of people it has brought issues. If you have seen the whole media houses now are not even talking about Tama program, your government. And by the end of the day, police now they are making the other camp look like you know they are just everywhere. No, you don't do like that. The more they are following these people at PF, the more they are making them popular. So they should even read the situation to say how you want to make it. And they should even encourage him to say, let him come back. Last time to him sorting, and I'm prepared to come sorting. I simple that way can but and you know, PF is a big organization.
Thank you, my brother.
So for you to just start, okay.
Thank you. Yeah, and just before I allow the caller who is on the line to speak, I just want to emphasize also the point that the registrar of societies have not changed the names at the registrar of societies. They haven't changed the records for PF. Please, please, please. I want to defend institutions of government. I'm a patriot. So, please send a message out there. Let people know that the registrar of societies has not changed the names of trustees on PF as a party. They haven't changed. I've seen that misconception, and I wanted to take this opportunity to clarify. They have not changed. Hello?
Hello, Tayari, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for the program. We mwaleta ndende tumina ku UK.
Okay, thank you. Sorry for keeping you waiting.
Awe tapali wafya mkalamba wandi. Baba tayari natukwata umwipo wesukia mwamu monai. Ero imwe
ukomwambo kuyoko. Tien turande pama politics. Nchifo kuikata kuwa kashwandi kulikia. Put that one aside. This is highly politically charged.
Nalapela example ninkwato mwana panga ndai.
Mkwai.
Ero ndemwe wokwewa cha inena leli melo panga ndapali insala. Abalemba balangati ubulimi bwakale tetubutali by'omwana. So ama problems tukweta paba UPND bale kitali reflect pa fyale kitaba PF no kumona kwata abantu bonse they are still reflecting pa mistakes ya ba PF. Ba UPND nabakwata ntito ikulu iya kubomba. Wanu nabakwata kubombeleza kwati fintu economy stabilize into number 1 bakuleke. Number 2 nabakwata ntito ya kuorganize party yabo. Nomba nga baposa mano kuli ba PF na vile chitika oko bakukire bonse 2026 kabika ni disaster. Balungu kubwera muma politics te problem it's not a problem. Ukwita kwabo na chiwama bantu kwa competition yala abapo ba UPND bala bomba bantu bakula tino kwa tikatatu silevi tikashitikevi. Nomba bela naba basheke ni sana bakwita kwa balungu. Na bantu bonse naba mona. So, ukwita kwa walungu ntakuli important la UPND beposa kwa mano. Bene chito yabo ubunga bubwele. Ubunga ngata bubwele le pale walungu bale konga balya. Bakapapa sala mu 26 kesa chitika. Ama Zambians balalaba batitabasunge fintu kumikosi. Bale bapuma nomba ile kuli ba PF kwa likadarism lawlessness. Bati nabafira befe fyonse. Na abafira befe fyonse balelolese pafiki po bushe ubunga nabo bwera mudanja ba tayari lero balungu nga balire nangupata wama background pa nabalando kwebati mwe bantu ine nashiro ubunga palishinga abantu bakasuka cyane. They have to be very careful nama politics yabo yakula chitokuli balungu ko baya balungu ngana babwera nababwera bayekeni imingala toshenu imwe kubwesho bunga nokusorganize party yenu so ili asiyaba lungu kili yakulaba konka libe kwati eli achipeleka pye na ma developmental project yonse na yeminya mu Zambia niba lungu fye nombe balipo. That means balungu bali important sana mu political arena.
Thank you mkwaya.
Bango tabali potyo sitakwali. So baba yupi babombe ya abantu fintu imikali ya abantu iwameko ama politics ababayabike ko fye kumbali babombe nga babomba fye abantu bakabavotera na kambi.
Hello.
Yes, watari mwabomba sana.
Mkwama ope.
Mkwama dabiri mwatureni mwarosheni.
Natotela.
Sure. Kwenda na tuiko ngamo program wino kwena kwisa kwa wa Edgar Lungu kwena kulife wino na batitafe wino kwisa kwa ero bwata tukwetefe kwata kwa mausampa yofunga mwene mwana ndiloko bati yakwete yali iligo convention yakwete chachi yali iligo nomba ile chile tudambushe chako ko bati ba UPND government bale backing sana muntu obasangiro ko bati obeshiro ko bati kwa chitefya iligo wale mu backing so ino kuranda kufe kwandi wako bati ngabakonka nyepo batwaliriye ama PFMPs bonsaba amena brand mundubire bonsaba shala batitefe resign so that nga resign that will take us now kuma kuri general election tukamone ngabaka wina ba UPND ito echinga nga resign ama PFMPs bonse tukatwala kuri general election because tukakwata crisis muchalo tukamone nomba ba UPND ngabaka wina ama elections ba UPND apasonga tuwajile kuma elections tete ba wini ba UPND tutaba votere ba HH kintu mafina fe bale tutakuli Edgar Lungu Edgar Lungu wale batitira ni sympathy fie so ina sympathy to akwetera mba na ifuma poto ambo kumonoko bati mafina fintu efire titikira baba nabo so bali la 2.8 laba kweteze inenga na afuma poto ya 2.8 definitely naombi na so leshi ko bajira namba kaire rundu ako namba ili wira moreover bali firo kutsadelive fu batulaire so sana baturekereri ashiyesu ba PF na mausa mpatimu twirwire fwebene bisovere fwebene natotera tayari wombe we
natotera. Hello, yes please.
My condolences. I just want to pass my condolences and also make just a simple contribution. I'm calling from Seattle, Washington State. My name is Sarah. I've heard a lot of, crying where people are condemning UPND with what is happening in peers. I don't see it right for the people to stand up and start condemning UPND. Actually, if I may ask, is it UPND which told Sampa to go and do whatever he has done?
No.
And so on the other issue of where they are saying that the police, going around, whatever, the police are there to protect every Zambian, be it PF, be it who, the police is there to protect every Zambian. If they see that these people who are congregating here are going to make Hichongo or doing something, the police will rush there and protect that Zambian. Okay? So if the police have to do that, how can people start crying to say, oh, like you pin by HH valid Mabakapogola, that's not right. The police, they are there for all Zambians, even you, what you are in danger, the police will protect you, not because you are whatever. No. So people should not start condemning HH, what you let Nombalanto actually fight PF. No, let them fight. Ninkondo ya kweyo. No, we don't wear the check up with you. So you are poverty, yo. Let them do what. The police is going to protect every Zambian. Protect. Okay? That's what I wanted to contribute.
Thank you. Thank you, my sister. Thank you. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Good evening, journalist.
Good evening.
No, your program is very fair, very partial. And, you've spoken well. The problem that we have as Zambians is that we want to hear more from people who don't live here. Like the lady who came through from the UK was talking about the police. Yes, as much as we know the police are supposed to maintain law and order, but not in that manner where they are, that secretariat for here. It's their home, it's their residence, it's their country, it's the country of its own. So that should not be tempered. We are not seeing the Mao Sampa camp anywhere near the secretariat. Why should the police go there?
Yeah.
As much as we would condemn, hello?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I'm saying as much as we would condemn that, no, ECL has come back, ECL is the legitimate president of PL. Whether they like it or not, he's the legitimate president of PL. Mao Sampa is nowhere near. So we have to look at issues, issue-based. Just the way your topic is, the issue based, not condemning, not blaming. Why people are saying or why people are suspecting that Mao is sponsored, it's because of the behavior of the police. Because for any country, for the rule of law to be maintained, it's the police. Now, where are these two rival parties there at the secretariat? The Mao Sampa camp is nowhere near the secretariat.
Yeah. No, thank you.
We have to be very factual.
Thank you. Hello?
Hello.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, my neighbor. Yes, my neighbor. London Tumfu. Chagwa.
My neighbor. You have nailed it tonight.
My neighbor.
You have explained very well.
Okay.
You know what, my neighbor? I want to answer back that lady from Washington, D.C., the previous call, I think. At your police, they're supposed to protect everyone, which I understand. My neighbor, you're a political party president. Did they protect you when they attacked you? Were you protected by the police?
They attacked you. The police themselves attacked you.
Exactly. And they didn't protect you. I'm imposed the never IG when SG when we never SG when we neighbor.
No, thank you.
Never SG when we neighbor. Imposed.
He said
it's on the okay, my neighbor.
Okay, thanks. Yeah. Anyway, I think I will leave it here. We'll talk tomorrow. I'll leave it here for tonight. We'll talk tomorrow when I'll come and talk about the legal issues and my course of action. Going forward. For tonight, I'll leave it here. I've seen Miles is on Diamond TV. I want to watch that. Miles Sampa is on Diamond TV. He's also on his page. If you want to see, to hear what he has to say, he's there. And I've also seen that Given Lubinda is also on another page, night cover. But frankly speaking, I think we should not be wasting too much time on these issues. We should be looking at real developmental issues other than these issues. These issues really will not take us anywhere. But at the end of the day, what do you do? Zambians want to hear this. I mean, you give them that. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for following me. Thank you very much for those that called in. We'll talk tomorrow again. Thank you and good night.